Hi everyone, this is Natraj. I'm back with another video. Today I'm going to talk about that create the GCP cloud source using Terraform. In this video, we will create that repository using GCP cloud source repository through Terraform and store our sample file into that repository. This is the agenda of the video. We'll talk about that cloud source repositories and creating their repository using GCP cloud source repository via Terraform and registering that SSH key into the Google Cloud. Later on that we are pushing that our changes to that cloud source repository. What is the cloud source repository? Is a fully managed service, the private Git repository hosted on the Google Cloud. The Git source repository for the source code version control. It provides the scalable safety features and a legal solution to manage our code to the repository. It is a fantastic option for the team at any size who need to be work together remote on your code. Scalable, secure, compliance, collaboration, integration. These are the features we'll see one by one. The scalable part, you can add that as many user and match the code changes you need to be stored into the repository. Secure, the Google is provide the top-notch security. Next one is that compliance. So number of the industry standards or compliance with that Google Cloud repositories. Next one is that collaborations. You can keep tracking over changes to that your code. Also can establish the branch and merge request and the issue tracking. Next one is that integrations. You can integrating with additional Google platform based on your needs. To learn about using the Terraform, we are provisioning that cloud source repository. We will be see on the upcoming slides. Once that cloud source repository is provisioned, we have to follow these below steps to register the SSH key in the Google Cloud. Step 1 is the pre-requesting part. You should have installing the SSH keygen tool into your PC. Then you have to installing the Git client tool in your PC. So these are the pre-request part is important. Step 2 is that registering the SSH key in the Google Cloud. You have to generate the SSH key pair using the SSH keygen command tool. Step 3 to register the public key in the Google Cloud. So once the SSH key pair is generated, you have to log into that cloud source repository. There was an option called SSH keygen option. There you have to paste the public key from the terminal. Step 4, authenticating through the private key. The first you have to clone your repository from into your local PC. Then you have to create the sample file called cloudbuild.yml file. Later you have to add that git add command. Then you have to configure that username and email address. Then you have to execute the git commit, initial commit to your repository. Then you have to push your changes to that in origin master. These are the steps we have to push our changes to that cloud source repository. So we'll moving to that our Visual Studio Code. So we are at the Visual Studio Code. The entire code is available on my repository. You can clone from any time. The left hand side you can see on that Terraform code structure. We will see the file one by one. The first one is I am going to see at that main.tl file. You can see the first one is that local values. The local value mainly used to that assigning the naming to the expressions. It can mainly used to that improve your readability of the code. You can see here I'm the service list I defining with that source repository multiple times. I can tell about the later why I am defining this multiple times here. Here I am defining that API value of my repositories. The next resource is that the Google Project Service resource. It allows to enable the API service. Using the for each argument, we will be iterating over the data structure to the resource. You can see here I am using the toSet. The toSet is the value passing the list of value to the set. Also that removing that any duplication of the element. You can see here I am defining the duplicate value. The toSet it automatically that removing the any duplicate value. Next one is the project. The variable I am getting from my project variables. Next one is the service. I am using the iterating value. I am storing the key into that each value. Resource is the Google source repository. It mainly to create my private repo. Here I am using the depend on. Dependence means first you can enabling that source API, then only going to create this repository. And in this particular repository I am going to defining with the variable dot namespace, and the variable I am getting from the variable but once this resource is going to create with that pipeline hyphen dot repo. And next file is the provider file. The provider file I am using the Terraform recommended version. You can see the provider block using that Google and also the Google beta. Beta version mainly used for two additional feature to enable. Mostly some of the feature is available on preview. If you want to implement the preview feature, you can go with the Google beta versions. Next one is the Terraform.tfors files. In this TFRs I am defining with my project IDs, namespace and the regions. Next one is that variable.tf file. The variable files I am defining with the project IDs, region and the namespace. All are the strings I defined. Those value I am defining with that Terraform.tfrs. Also I am creating with that Terraform.credential.json file. I am providing the appropriate permission to create my repositories. That the JSON file are referring from the provider block here. You can see here these credentials are referring here. Now we are going to executing the Terraform operation command. Open with the new terminal. So directly I am executing the Terraform init command to downloading all the plugins. Just I am elaborating the screen. Yeah, now the plugin is initialized. Now I am going to executing that plan command to validate my syntax as well as the defined variables. Yeah, plan command also succeeded. It's going to add the two resources. Then I am going to executing the Terraform apply command. So provided the input is yes. Now the first going to create the API service, then only going to create the repositories. Now the repository is successfully created. Now we are moving to that Chrome browser. Right now I am at the Google console page and directly searching with that source repository. Yeah, you can see I think the hosted the private GitHub repository will be, you can click this argument. Yeah, you can see I think the pipeline hyphen repo is created here. Here providing the certain description here how to clone your repository. There is option called SSH authentications and Google SDK and manual generating the credentials. In this video I am going to show the demo at SSH authentication part. Now I can copy the clone command into my notepad. I am replacing with my older value. Now I am moving to that CMD terminal to generate the keygen. I open the CMD terminal. Just I am executing the SSH keygen command. Yeah, it asking that replacing existing value. I given just enter. Overwriting yes. Just enter all the value. Now the key pair is successfully generated. I'm moving to my particular location. The key pairs key is generated on .ssh folder. Here I can see here these are the two files. I'm going to copy that public keys. I copy the entire one. Now I'm back to that GCP console. You can click the three dot here, more options, and click the manage SSH keys. Defining the key name called demo. Then I paste that key into the key value tab. Just I click the register. Yeah, now the key pair is successfully registered here. Now I am going back to my notepad. I copy that this particular clone command, going to the CMD terminal. Just I enter it. Now the Git repository is cloning into my locally. Then I am moving to that particular repository. I am going to the particular folder. Just I'm creating that some sample file. So now I'm moving back to my CMD terminal. Just when executing the git add command. So also that configuring my email ID and that my username. Just I copy that email ID. Next one is I copy my username. Now I'm going to executing with the git commit command. Now this is the initial commit. Now I'm going to push my changes to the master. Now successfully my file is pushed into the repository. Now I'm moving back to my GCP console page. Here now I click that pipeline.repo master. Yeah, you can see I think my sample.txt file is present here. This is a way we can able to push that cloud source repository. I hope this video will be clear to everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye.